Special thanks to Anchor for distributing my podcast through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, and Castbox. With my podcast, we're going to be bringing you discussions and personal commentary on music, entertainment, celebrities, politics, love, health, and happiness. So do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.
I spend time and I spend energy and I spend effort and I spend everything I have, every fiber of my being to give people quality.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back. We just listened to Bammie's new song, Body. Once again, if you have not heard our first interview, go back. The title of the episode is called It's Bammie-licious, and we get into his music, his artistry, and things about his life to get to know a little bit more about him. So if you guys are interested, like I said, go ahead and listen. This is my most played interview. I don't know if it was just his fans or if people were just interested in, learning something new and listening to something new. So I'm very excited about that and elated. So you guys go and listen to that. So we are back for season 2 of my podcast. It's been a really good year last year as far as streaming is concerned. So I just want to make sure that we double that for this year, for 2022. So I think it can be done, you guys. So let's go ahead and run those streams up this year. So y'all already know what time it is. We're going to get into some hot topics real quick to talk about some things that are going on in the blogs, all the celebrity gossip, hot topics, all of that. The first thing I want to start out with is my queen, Nicki Minaj. So recently, her legal team plans on taking action against Jennifer Hall's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, for trying to sue Nicki. This is just the beginning of my efforts to make you pay with both money and disciplinary actions, you guys. So this is a statement that was retrieved from Rolling Stone. They obtained an email from Nicki's lawyer, Judge Burstein, eating Jennifer Hall's lawyer, Tyrone A. Blackburn, up. He let it be known that he's coming for the juggler. The dismissal was just the beginning of Nicki and my efforts to make you pay for the disgraceful conduct with both money and, if the court recommends it, disciplinary sanctions. You forced my client to spend over $300,000 in fees to defend a case which even my labradoodle Gracie could see was frivolous on both the facts and the law. Yikes. So I'm definitely here for Nicki going against the grain and definitely trying to sue him. Now, if y'all didn't know, Jennifer's harassment lawsuit against Nicki Minaj, it was dismissed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the court document that I have here. Case number 21CV04568. Notice of the voluntary dismissal of defendant Onika Tanya Mirage, pursuant to FRCP 41A1AI. Pursuant to the rule of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Plaintiff Jennifer Hall and her counsel hereby give notice that plaintiff voluntarily dismisses her claims against defendant Onika Tanya Mirage without prejudice, dated January 12, 2022. Now, in simpler terms, basically, Jennifer had a date that she was given by the court to turn in evidence, which was last week. Now, Jennifer failed to turn in that supporting evidence to the court that basically stated that Nicki harassed her. So there was never any evidence, you guys. So you guys just wanted to extort money out of this woman for no reason. You had no evidence. So therefore, anything submitted after that date, Nicki's lawyer asked the judge to make sure that it was null and void because they missed the date, and they asked to go ahead and dismiss the charges since the date that was set was not met. So if you guys know anything about the court systems, all of this stuff is definitely by the book, and they played it by the book, and it won. We won. Nicki was not guilty of coming for this woman. She's never even said 2 words to this woman, uttered this woman's name out her mouth or anything like that. I just knew from the beginning that this woman just wanted money, because she knew that Kenny was dating somebody of Nicki's stature. So I just think it's real frivolous, and I just think it's sad that she wanted to take this route, and I mean, she ended up not getting anything from it, but having to pay legal fees on her own. So we're sorry, Jennifer Hoff, for what you had to experience back in the day, if you did. That's just my opinion, because there's been so much circling Kenneth Petty's case from back in the day. She said it back in the day that it happened, and then she turned around and she said it didn't later on. So we don't know what to believe, but we're always taught to believe the victims, which I do. But if things start to sound a little crazy, I don't always go for the victim. And I'm just being honest, I'm just being real, because there are a lot of people who claim they are victims and have never experienced sexual assault or rape or anything like that of that nature. For myself, I am one of those people who have survived those situations, both sexual assault and rape in my life. So, I take it very lightly, but I also know the signs. And I also have educated myself to the point where I can definitely believe someone else's story, but I can also see through it and, just add details. And, basically based off this case from the past few years, I don't see that something of that nature to that extent happened. I think it was more to it that we just don't know about. And, based off the law, we just have to believe what the law says right now. But it is whatever. We're going to get off of her. Speaking of court cases, Megan and Tory, they have been back and forth in court. Now, there is new supporting evidence against Megan in regards to her case as well, stating that, Megan was jealous or upset that the friend was dating Tory. And it's just a whole lot circulating that case. I'm going to try to retrieve the court documents so that I can actually see everything that is going on and read word for word everything that's going on to kind of basically break down that story even more, because there's more to it. But if you guys want to know more, I think you guys should watch Joe Budden's podcast, because he definitely tells it like it is. And his opinions are definitely, I feel like they're very valid, and he makes great points. So go check out his video about Megan and Tory. Also, go check out Black T Blog. She has a lot of great videos in regards to Nicki's case, Megan's case, and anything that comes up, within music celebrities. Go check them out on YouTube. You can always find them. And they can kind of break down, the court cases even more, especially Black T Blog. I want to shout out to her and the Simp Pink podcast, because she's holding it down. She definitely reports good tea. She gets the facts. And if it's something dealing with court, she definitely reads the court documents, breaks it down, and understands it and tells it to the people. And we need that. So, you guys, let's move on to Miss Wendy Williams. Now, wow, Wendy. Wendy Williams allegedly stripped naked and touched herself inappropriately in front of some staff members during drunken rage while taping the show from home in 2020. So, this is reported by the Neighborhood Talk. It seems like Wendy Williams was going through it worse than it was led on during her first hiatus from her show in 2020. According to Unwind with Tasha K, Wendy Williams allegedly was drunk one day during the talking of her show from home in May 2020, that she stripped naked in front of her manager and other staff members and screamed vulgarity towards them while inappropriately touching herself. Wendy Williams has been in the headlines for the past year and a half for her ongoing health issues. The Sun reports that Wendy Williams struggled heavily with alcohol during the taping of her live show. You guys, I don't know when it comes to Wendy. We're waiting to see if Wendy is going to come back, and we hope that she does in due time. It's very unfortunate to see that she is, experiencing all of this pain, trauma. After her husband and herself divorced, it just seemed like she took a downward spiral, and I just hope that she's okay. I hope she didn't revert back to drugs, to cocaine like she used to do back in the day, allegedly. Yeah, I don't want to get sued, so I'm going to definitely say allegedly. Now that I have a lot of people across seas listening to my podcast and that we're picking up traction, I have to watch what I say. And I also will have in the description box that everything that I say here is for fair use and is for freedom of expression for content. So you'll see that in the info section of each episode from now on. I have to do things professional now from this point forward, because I did get some DMCA notices. I'm not sure if you guys know what they are, but when you speak on different topics, these places or entities, I will say, can definitely tell you, hey, you need to delete this. You have a certain amount of time to delete this or crop this part out, whatever the case may be. Or if I'm using material like a snippet from an interview, they may even say take that down. So I have to watch what I say, and I have to watch what I put on here from now on. And I have to also cite my sources. Now, the next thing I want to talk about that just recently came out in the headlines was y'all's favorite female rapper. Well, she's not a female rapper, but y'all favorite, whatever she is, the woman who drugged and raped men for their money. I'm talking about Cardi B. Yes, I am. And I'm not going to say allegedly on that because she said it out her own mouth. And we still have the proof of that. And we have, the messages of her saying it. So, hey, I'm not going to say allegedly on that bitch. But anyway, she claims that Tasha K accused her of having an STI. And it made her suicidal. Now, this is coming from Cardi's mouth. I didn't want to sleep with my husband. I didn't deserve my kid. Girl, what in the... That lady's crazy. Not Miss Bloody Shoes. Not Miss... If we got beef, we gonna be forever. Whatever type bitch. You run into the courts. Talking about you suicidal, Miss Thing. Girl, she's not as tough as y'all think she is. She's not that bitch. And I just want y'all to wake up and realize that the shit is not sweeter on the other side. But, according to the neighborhood talk... He says, neighbors, it's no secret that Cardi and Tasha K are battling out in court after Tasha made claims that Cardi had herpes and was a prostitute. However, test results showed that Cardi did not have herpes. The rapper took to the stand today to express how the claims made her feel suicidal. I wanted to commit suicide over the things. I felt defeated and depressed, and I didn't want to sleep with my husband, Cardi said between tears. Sorry, y'all. Cardi went on to tell the court that during the time, she didn't feel deserving of motherhood. I didn't deserve my kid. When asked her thoughts on Tasha K for making the claims in the first place, Cardi had this to say. I felt like only a demon can do that shit. Girl, you in court being ghetto as hell. Like, that is so sad. She couldn't even uphold some type of professionalism in the court. We already know she can't do it in hip-hop, so, what makes y'all think this bitch gonna do it in court? She's just a hood rat bitch. I just hate talking about her. But anyway, Kanye out here still trying to make his girl jealous. Kim is not thinking about you. She's over there with Pete Davidson, Kanye. He's sitting up in the room with Julia Fox, Madonna, Floyd Mayweather, Antonio Brown, and a whole bunch of other people. I don't know what it's for. It's a video that's coming on, they say. But, I don't think that people are really excited for or really care about it. Not from what I've been seeing on social media. So it's hard to really say. Kanye has a lot going on, and I understand that it's getting tough for him. Dealing with leaving Kim, but he's gonna have to sit in that and understand that she's moving on from what it seems like. I don't know if this is just a ploy for, the Kardashian brand. Y'all know how they do. They like to pick them up and leave them where they left them. And we know Kim Kardashian like black men, y'all. We know that bitch like black dick. I don't think she really wants Pete Davidson. I think she's trying to make Kanye jealous, especially because Pete is out here, living young, wild, and free ever since he really came up from dating Ariana. He can thank Ariana for that. He needs to. He even tried to drag Ariana. But, Pete Davidson, who are you at the end of the day? Nobody. We don't care. You're dating Kim Kardashian. Woohoo! Two nobodies. It is what it is. Kim Kardashian, she sits. She is beautiful, and when that bitch puts on a gown or an outfit, she's gonna sit in it. Nevertheless, that bitch got her career from sucking dick. But anywho, moving on from them, we're gonna wish the best for Kanye and Kim. Hopefully they can put their family back together. I would love to see it. Don't want to see people be torn apart. Now, my favorite millennium artist is out there, Bow Wow, Bow Weezy. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about Bow Wow. He was always a vibe. His music was a vibe. Fuck y'all for always torturing him and bullying him on social media. He's still that. So he basically posted the other day, Snoop told me, no way you can retire before me. You owe us one more time. Speak on all the real shit that we want to know you've been going through. Put it in a song and watch it flourish. Nuff said, last one. So I am here for it because Bow Wow, your last album was really good. The album with Fresh Out Your System and all that stuff, all of that, whatever, Fresh As I'm In, I'm sorry y'all, and Out of My System, that was a good album. And I think he has a lot more to say. We want to know about the baby mamas. We want to know about, your life and you dealing with drugs and, dealing with people in your camp and all of that. We want to know these things. So I'm excited for it, and I think that it'll be a great thing for Bow Wow, and hopefully you guys will stop bullying him because he definitely deserves our support, especially for people who are my age that grew up with him. He deserves our support at least one more time, you guys. If you guys love Adele's new album 30, I want you guys to go check out the Oh My God visual. It was filmed by the same director as her Rolling in the Deep. So I know you guys are going to like that. It was beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't have anything else for today to talk about. Nothing else that is very important for me to talk about. But if you guys want more shows to check out right now, you can check out Our Kind of People. You can check out some shows on Tubi. You need to download Tubi. Y'all need to download Paramount. Y'all need to download All Black, which is an all black network now, and they cater to our demographic of black people. They have black shows, different things like that. If you guys are into reality, you have, Selling Tampa is out, of a new black cast of all female realtors, so check that out if y'all would like to. Real Housewives of Atlanta is still in production. Real Housewives of Potomac is back in production for another season, even though they just went out. They're back to filming, of course. Married to Medicine is coming very soon. We just recently got the cast pictures for who is going to be a part of Married to Medicine. So as the time comes, I'm going to creep and talk about them a little bit more because I love my Married to Medicine women. Justice for Mariah Hulk, and I'm going to say that right now. We want Mariah back. We love Mariah on the show, even though they tried to pin Quad as, that girl. We want to give a happy birthday to Mary J. Blige. Her birthday was 2 days ago. She is the queen of hip-hop soul, so I definitely couldn't just leave without saying that. Grey's Anatomy has been renewed, you guys, for season 19. I'm still traumatized and I'm still at season 13. So once all of Grey's Anatomy is finished, if this is going to be the last season of Grey's Anatomy, and if they bring Christina Yang back, that will trigger me to go ahead and start watching it again. But it had just got so traumatic and people were just leaving left and right from the show that I really enjoyed and built a bond with. And it was just hard for me to go back and watch it, but I'm gonna try to go back and watch it soon. I have a lot of more shows that I want to expose you guys to, but I can't remember them offhand right now. Claws is out. I'm not sure if people watch Claws, but Claws is out. Mona Scott Young did the Love and Hip Hop family reunion. that's on VH1, and it's enjoyable. I like it better than the individual franchises, to be honest. I love to see them from different franchises coming together. The season finale just wrapped for The Real World Homecoming LA with Tammy Roman, and it was sad to see that they are going to be closing this chapter out. It's been 20 years since they were in The Real World house before, and they came back 20 years later together to kind of just talk about those experiences together. And it was only 8 episodes, and the season finale was Wednesday. So if you guys want to check that out, that's on Paramount. RuPaul Drag Race just came out. For all my Drag Race friends, you already know. We are here for Cornbread Jate, and we are here for, can't even think of my girl name right now, but the other big girl on RuPaul Drag Race right now. My brain is going blank, you guys. I should have wrote all this stuff down, but, you know, it's just talking from the brain anyway. But you guys go and check those shows out. You would enjoy it. I am going to introduce some new music after this segment. It is by one of my high school classmates that I graduated with. His name is Raheem, and his new EP that he just released is called Chinese Takeout, and it was his EP. Like I said, he goes by Big MAZZI. I'm not sure which one it is, I'm sorry, so excuse me, Raheem, but I am going to give this platform to all of my associates, friends, people in the industry that just want their music played or anything like that. I'm going to give my podcast as a platform for that. So if you have music you want me to play, if you want to talk about your businesses, I always tell you guys, just hit me up and just be punctual if you guys actually want to do it, because I mean, I don't mind doing it and it's something I want to do. But if people are not punctual with me, because I'm already busy as it is myself, and sometimes recording can be hard and when you have a lot of other things going on, but I try to make sure that I set good time to do it. So if you guys want to promote your brand, if you want to promote your music, have a short segment, you can always either hit me up so we can actually do a live one, or you can go to my voice memos in anchor.fm/TURKBISH, leave a voice memo shouting out your brand, your product, music, whatever it is, and I will play it on the show. It takes no time for you to do it, so just go to my profile and be able to fill that out. So I'm going to play some music by Raheem, Big MAZZI, and I hope you guys enjoy. It's called Chinese Takeout. So all of my people out there in the other countries that are listening, in Sweden, Germany, I want you guys, and Russia, I can't forget Russia as well, because you guys are very supportive. Thank you, and continue to listen. I hope you guys enjoy the kickoff of season 2 premiere of Talk with Turk, and I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Bammie. And we are going to take off for the rest of the year. It's time to get to work. I'm going to fill you guys in on my next episode a little bit more about me. This first episode was just a premiere to go ahead and talk about different music, help my friends promote their brands and their music, and talk a little bit about hot topics right now. I have a lot going on in my life, and once I have my plans and everything set out, I will inform you guys of what I got going on. But for now, do you want the tea? Remember, talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.